never bother you. Come on now, we're free again, it's all for you. Nothing else can replace it, I'm done with you. It's not for you. Don't you dare to congregate, I'm right for you. Plastic faces everywhere made just for you.
What's up again, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers collectors. Thank you for joining me again on this quick horror movie update video. But before we start, please hit the like button, subscribe, it really helps the channel. Comment below if you have any questions. Share these videos so we can keep making more horror content for y'all. And let's get started. So this is a new video on some horror movie updates for next year, for 2024. Some new movies coming, and I researched a few last night and some good stuff coming. All right, so we're gonna start first with the one I'm really anticipated for. Is Ti West's Maxine, the conclusion to their X trilogy of horror movies with Mia Goth, and obviously Jenna Ortega was in that movie too. And apparently one of the actresses from the film, Michelle Monaghan or Monaghan, I don't know if I'm butchering that, sorry, spilled some beans on the movie here, and I'm about to read to y'all what she spilled. And it's pretty interesting because I'm a big fan of 80s movies and 80s slashers and stuff, and this is cool what she said. Although shy at first about giving any details on Maxine, we have old Mark Wahlberg. I don't think he's in the movie, but I guess she knows him, and he encouraged her to talk about it. And this is the first part of what she says. This is the first part of what she says. She says, "Listen, I can tell you we've got an extraordinary cast. Mia Goth, she's incredible, or Goth, whatever, I don't know what the fuck. She's incredible. Co-lead is Kevin Bacon. Oh, the one that people want to be Freddy. Kevin Bacon. I'm co-starring with Bobby Cannavale, Elizabeth Debicki, Lily Collins, I've heard of her, and Moses Sumney. We've got an amazing cast." So it sounds interesting, the cast already, because I really like when people use, and especially in horror movies, I really like when they use not that well-known actors mixed with some well-known actors. It's kind of cool because it sells the effect of it being more real when you got less unknown faces. Anyway, so here it is. This is awesome, and this is cool because I live in LA, so this is badass. Actually, before I start saying this, I was on Hollywood Boulevard a few months back, like maybe May or March, and there was like vintage cars around the boulevard and vintage like posters and stuff. So I have a feeling I was probably walking around the set of Maxine. I should have took some pictures though, but this kind of confirms it too right here. We see Maxine now in a different decade, so apparently she's now in the 80s, right? It's the third installment of the franchise. We shot it in LA, you see what I mean? Shot it in LA, and it takes place in Hollywood, so I'll know eventually when the movie comes out. I'll recognize the poster. We shot it in LA, so that gives you a sense of where it is, where it's set. It's really an exciting film. I'm so proud to be a fan of it. Ti West's work as a filmmaker for a long time, and obviously I love A24, so I'm excited to have a project with them. Yeah, it sounds like she's down with the business of the horror movies. Sounds fun, huh? Yeah. Here, I think, what else did she say? Monaghan's comments. I keep butchering her name. Monaghan's comments. Check out As We Know. The third installment will leave the farm behind and follow Mia Goth's Maxine, as she travels to Hollywood. Awesome, Hollywood, to make her dreams of becoming a star come true. While she didn't tease any of the film's horror aspects, judging by the bloodlust set in both X and Pearl, it's safe to assume that there will be buckets of blood and plenty of gore in West's next installment. That's so awesome. Can't wait for this. Another thing I heard somewhere on Instagram, like some account or someone said that apparently well, I don't know if I heard this on Instagram, maybe an article I read, but supposedly that it's gonna be like a whodunit, like Scream, like we don't know who the killer is or killers are until the end of the movie, you know, whodunit pretty much. And I heard that it's gonna be like that it's gonna be kind of like Richard Ramirez, you know, like because the film supposedly takes place in '85. That was like the at the height of like '80s serial killers, you know. And I heard somewhere supposedly that it has to do like this movie has to do with like a satanic serial killer killing people around Hollywood and stuff. So it kind of seems like Charles Manson esque or Richard Ramirez esque too. Yep, this sounds like a great movie. It sounds badass. I can't wait for that to release. Um, I haven't heard of any release date. There's obviously no trailer for it yet or anything, so we could only hope that it comes out soon, you know. But that's it for Maxine. Now let's move on to Welcome to Derry. Yes. Yes, this is another great show that's coming up. It has to do with the It franchise. Apparently, it is supposedly a prequel to the movies, and I guess it's set like around probably the '60s or '50s, maybe, because that's what it seems like it for it to be a prequel for that. So let's get started. Who's in the cast of Welcome to Derry? It's been confirmed in an interview with Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise in 2017 and 2019 films, will not be returning. Yep, I heard that he's not coming back as Pennywise the Clown, which is a trip, right? Now we gotta get a new guy. Will not be returning to reprise his sinister role. His replacement is yet to be determined, but the actor said he wishes them good luck and wants them to have fun with their interpretation of the character. WBD recently confirmed that Tyler Page, Jovan Adepo, James Remmer, and Chris Chalk will be in the cast for the prequel series, joining Madeline Stowe, the General's daughter, and Stephen Ryder, Daredevil. Awesome, awesome. Sounds cool. Yeah, I really want to check this show out too. It's gonna be good. Let me see what else is going on with the movie. Considering the fact that Pennywise primarily targets children or adult versions of the children he once tormented, as seen in It Chapter 2, we can be certain the new casting announcements will be made in the coming months, featuring some fresh new faces. An anticipated announcement, however, it is definitely unveiling of who will be stepping into Pennywise's shoes. Yeah, that's the big thing. Like, honestly, I don't care who they cast as, like, those are all just characters to die, pretty much. Only like one or two are gonna be main characters. I'm more worried about who's gonna be Pennywise, dude. Who is gonna be Pennywise? What is Welcome to Derry about? Oh, okay, you see, now we're getting to it, to the meat and potato of it. Set in the 1960s, this series is rumored to be focusing more on Pennywise the Clown's origin story, leading us up to the events of the first It film. While It Chapter 2 allude to how Pennywise came to be, the full story is still a mystery. That's what's awesome about Pennywise, right? That's why he works so good, because he's kind of like Michael Myers. You know he's evil, but you don't know where he came from or why he does what the fuck he does, right? That's the trippy part. Yeah. There was also some there was what is it? A few what is it called? Uh like screen grabs of the what is it? The teaser trailer from Welcome to Derry. Look, check it out. You saw that? There was some shots, but apparently the teaser's not out yet. That was like at a convention or something, or someone released that, and but they didn't release the full trailer. It's just some snippets of the trailer. And yeah, you see a man looking up at a tree, and there's a red balloon. You see a few kids running around on bikes, and then some kid pulls something out of a river, and like he gets pulled in or something. Yeah, that shit looks scary as hell. Let me see what else. What else is there? The only clues we have to go off of this time are clues written into the two It films that I'm butchering that director, the writer Musachetti created in the first film. When Ben shows off his findings to the other members of the Losers Club, he tells them that Derry started off as a beaver trapping camp. He continues stating that all 91 people who signed the Derry Township Charter disappeared during the winter of that year, leaving behind a bloody trail of clothes that led to the old well house. Okay, you see, that could have been like Pennywise's hiding place. Um, who was making, yeah, well, obviously, like I said, right now, Andy Muschietti or Muschietti, I'm butchering that, will return to direct several of the episodes and is joined in the writer's room by his sister, Barbara Muschietti. Oh, shit, look, I thought he was the writer and the director, but turns out his sister is the one of the co-writers, too. That's crazy. As well as co-showrunners Jason Fox and Brad Caleb Kane. Awesome, awesome. When and where did with Welcome to Derry film? Well, I think it's already been shot at this point. You know, it's just we're just waiting on that official trailer to drop. Like I said, there was a few like screen grabs from the film from the show that came out, but that's it. No actual trailer. Oh well. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's it for Welcome to Derry. You know, hope they release that trailer soon instead of those little screen grabs I just showed. Wish them luck on the project. Hope it comes out soon. And now let's move on to something that it's in between horror and sci-fi, which I really like a lot too. But it has to be done right. Horror and sci-fi, and this is probably something not a lot of people are expecting. I don't know how this one like flew past my radar so quick, you know. But apparently James Cameron is writing a new Terminator 7 script. Yeah, you heard that right. Terminator 7. So let's get to it right here. The biggest update so far regarding the long gestating film is that James Cameron has announced he's working on the Terminator 7 script. That is actually cool. If he actually does it right, that'll be awesome, but who knows, man, who knows. Blah blah. He's working on the Terminator 7 script. Even with that promising news, there are setbacks, as Cameron himself has admitted that he is taking his time. Yeah, this is gonna take. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes out in the year 2029. You know, like literally the year that the machines start sending Terminators back in time to stop Skynet, and the humans start sending Terminators, deprogrammed Terminators as well to stop Skynet. You know. Well, not Skynet to stop itself, but Skynet to ensure its existence, and the humans send back reprogrammed Terminators to make sure they destroy Skynet. Anyway, time travel movies are crazy, right? What a blah 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 blah. Let me see. Okay, the James Cameron has been somewhat vocal about the franchise he helped create and his plans for resurrecting the dying series is through the exploration of AI, which was already a thing in the original series. In the modern context, okay, I guess in the modern context. Along with that hint that he was still working on the script, Cameron also made it clear that he was waiting for more developments in modern night to help him inform his new story. Okay, so he's actually literally waiting for real advancements in computer technologies and AI to actually make Terminator 7. You know why? That would be cool though, because they could probably finally do a movie set during the war, not like the Christian Bale one where it was set early in the war where you could still see the sun out and stuff. They could finally do the future setting where it was all dark and laser guns, you know, like in the original first two movies where you see those flashbacks to the future, well, flash forwards in this case to the future, and you see like the sky's all blacked out from the nuclear fallout, and you just see giant hunter killers in the sky, you know, with the lights beaming because there's no sunlight, you know, and you just see laser guns. That is a good horror environment right there for Terminator series. That shit is just perfect. Let's see what else they're doing. Okay, so it's not confirmed. Let's see. Even though Cameron is seemingly hyped up to bring Terminator back to the big screen. Sorry about that. The film is not confirmed. From Cameron's own comments, it is clear that Terminator 7 is far from even getting out the script phase. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy one because the last movie, Terminator, what was it? Fucking the one with the robot chick now. Was it Terminator's not Salvation? The one where John Connor gets killed as a kid. Well, anyway, the last new Terminator that came out in like 2019, where fucking Arnold or the Terminator is like a plumber named Carl. That one. Dark Fate. Terminator Dark Fate with the Mexican Terminator and stuff. And the Mexican Sarah Connor. Yeah, that one. Well, yeah, since that movie didn't do so great, I'm pretty fucking sure that's why this one's going to take a while. Let's continue reading. And it is unclear if it ever will, yeah? Terminator franchise has a complicated rights history, that too, and the IP has bounced around across the decades. Yeah, different people have fucked around with it and shit, the movies. Cameron may have created the series, but he isn't the sole controlling interest in Terminator 7, which can make things difficult. Isn't it crazy how you created something in your brain, but then because you wanted to get the movie made by a movie studio so it could look cool, now they own rights to your property because they funded the project? That's fucking insane. That's why I fund all my own shit for now. As of 2023, Terminator 7 is firmly locked in the pre-production and writing phase. Yep, I know what that feels like. With no immediate prospects of moving into the next chapter of its journey to the big screen, Cameron being attached to the script is exciting, but the script hasn't been commissioned by a studio. You see, no one's bought that shit. And is therefore more of a spec than a blueprint for an upcoming movie. James Cameron's blockbuster pull should be enough to get the ball rolling, should he so choose. But Terminator 7 has not been added to any studio's production slate. Yeah, they don't got faith in it, or faith in it, Dark Fate. Yeah, they don't have faith in the project, dude, because like it's failed a bunch of times and shit. But what would be cool is like if they got some new Terminators that didn't just look like Arnold, they could have like some Terminators that probably look like John Cena. I always kind of saw John Cena as like almost like Arnold Terminator T-800-esque kind of. He's got the build. He's got like the whole square jaw, looking like Jorgen von Strangle from fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, I always thought John Cena honestly could make a great Terminator. He's got, like I said, he's got the physique for it. And since Arnold is literally like a senior citizen already, he's like he can't even stand up straight anymore. He's kind of like this. So you definitely need like a new Terminator guy. And if you want to bring back the T-800, obviously just CGI his ass back on a body double like they've been doing since Salvation, But like honestly, they really need to get some new faces as Terminators in the Terminator franchise. That's it for Terminator. Hopefully James Cameron gets his project off the ground, because I know what it feels like to not be able to do that. All right, let's move on to the last movie. And the last movie I'm gonna be doing today here is it's like a horror comedy with like some romance attached to it. It's called Lisa Frankenstein. And it looks pretty interesting because the movie looks like it's set in the 1980s, and it's this like, I guess, goth chick who is in love with some dead guy or something in a garden, and like she hangs out with his statue. And I guess I haven't seen the full movie obviously, but from what the trailer shows, it looks like she digs up his corpse and brings him back to life on a tanning bed, Lisa Frankenstein, hence the name. So let's then let's take a look what it says. Let me see. Lisa Frankenstein, release date, cast, and blah 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 blah. Let me see. All right, when does Lisa Frankenstein premiere? Okay, and the two stars of the movie obviously are Cole Sprouse, which I grew up watching him and his brother on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. They're pretty cool guys. And Riverdale. The first few, like 2 seasons, were cool. After that, it just went to shit. And who else? Okay, Lisa. So it's Cole Sprouse and the girl from Freaky, Catherine Newton. They're both the love interests in the movie. She's like the freaky. It's like a reverse Frankenstein movie, right? Okay, so let's go. Lisa Frankenstein deals with the undead boy of any young woman's dreams. You see, catering to the female gaze. Let's read that again. Lisa Frankenstein deals with the undead boy of any young woman's dreams, but instead of getting lost in the Halloween season shuffle, Focus Features is releasing the film just in time for Valentine's Day, February 9, 2024. February 9, 2024, Lisa Frankenstein comes out. There you go. Any of y'all in a relationship, go check it out. I know I'll go check it out alone. Either way, it doesn't matter. It looks cool. The film will be arriving in theaters, making it a perfect date night flick for anyone who'd rather not spend the holiday watching a sickly sweet drama. Sometimes you just Sometimes you just want a little more bite for your love story. Yeah, I guess. Lisa Frankenstein will gladly oblige. What are the plot details of Lisa Frankenstein? According to the film's official long line, Lisa Frankenstein is set in 1989. There you go, perfect. Another 80s movie. I gotta watch it. I just love 80s, dude. I love 80s, especially the girls in the 80s look cute as hell with like their puffy hair and stuff. Um, it's set in 1989 when an unpopular, you see, I knew she was like a weirdo, like unpopular goth chick. An unpopular high schooler accidentally brings to life a hot Victorian dead guy during a lightning storm. Yeah, it's like Frankenstein, just a modernized version that's still not modern, takes place like 30 something years ago, but it's still modern somehow. Um, Rather than freaking out, she molds him into the man of her dreams. Yeah, what girl wouldn't like that? A guy that does everything she says. It sounds like a zombified weird science, but without the problematic 1980s sensibilities, and instead Diablo's absolutely dynamite. I think that's director Diablo, or actually directress Diablo's absolutely dynamite. Wait, what a name on Diablos. Anyone ever used to play that game? I need to get that game again. With the announcement of the film's release date also came a clear synopsis. Here's how the focus features describe the flick. All right, let's see. An official plot synopsis. A coming of age love story from acclaimed writer Diablo Cody, Jennifer's Body, about a misunderstood teenager and her high school crush who happens to be a handsome corpse. After, se- after, a, after a set of playfully horrific circumstances bring him back to life, the two embark on the murderous journey to find love and happiness and few missing body parts along the way. You see, that's why it still seems interesting, even though it's like a little love story. To me, it seems like Valley Girl, goth Valley Girl, set in the 80s. If you look at a picture of Cole Sprouse, it looks like Johnny Depp or something. You know, it's like some weird Edward Scissorhands type shit. Look, check out a pic. Doesn't he look like Johnny Depp and like as Edward Scissorhands or something, like some parallel universe movie or something? It's like an 80s Valley Girl, like I said, you know? But instead of having the cool blonde Valley cool girls, you got like the unpopular goth chicks in the 80s, which is weird because goth girls are actually like the popular girls now. Unlike back then, they were like unpopular, which is such a paradox. Yeah, but let me see what it says. Yeah, the director from Jennifer's Body, so it should be an alright. It should be a good movie. It should be fun to watch. I love that it's in the 80s. Let me see. It says who is the cast of Lisa Frankenstein? That's like we said earlier, Catherine Newton, the girl from Freaky that has the red jacket. Um, Cole Sprouse, Mike Flanagan. Oh, Mike Flanagan's in this. Let's see. That's all I find for. That's all I could find for now. Who's in the cast? Now I see the director is like I said. Everything about Lisa Frankenstein sounds like it was built in a lab specifically to bring me joy, but release. Yeah, that's just what the director Zelda Williams is saying. If the name doesn't ring familiar, you'd like Robin Williams' daughter, in case you need to fall down a rabbit hole. Oh, okay, never mind, never mind. So who's Diablo? Okay, so the writer of Jennifer's Body is Diablo Cody. The director of Lisa Frankenstein is actually Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda Williams, and apparently this is her directorial debut. That's awesome, 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 awesome. Um, does the Lisa Frankenstein has a trailer obviously and a release date. Um, yeah, it looks like a fun movie. It looks like something fun because, like I said earlier, they're not just like a romantic couple. You can see in the trailer they're out murdering people. You know, you can see Cole Sprouse's character with like chopping someone up with an axe and blood spurting on his face, and then you see Lisa Frankenstein holding an axe herself. So they're like some kind of murderous couple in the '80s into goth and punk rock probably. That's awesome though. It looks like a cool movie. I really definitely got to check this out. It's gonna be a fun movie. Definitely. Well, Hollywood Horror Film Club, thank you for joining me on this quick movie updates for 2024. Like I always say, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Hit the bell notifications. Comment below if you have any questions. Share these videos so we can keep making more horror content. And thanks again for joining me, y'all.